Hello, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Today we're doing knee-friendly lower mat. So today's workout is going to aim to put no actual pressure on the knees. So if you have a knee injury or you just have some tenderness there from maybe previous injuries, then this is the workout for you. It is not going to be an overly difficult workout, but if you really focus on the technique and on using all of your core strength to hold yourself in perfect stillness while we are moving our legs, you will definitely feel more than just the muscle groups that we're working. All you need is a mat, and I'm going to be using a lightish or medium resistance loop for some of the exercises. If you don't have a loop, you can definitely do it without. Okay, let's get started. We're going to come into a side lying position where you want to make sure your elbow is aligned underneath your shoulder. You're pushing your rib cage away from the floor. Your tummy's in and your hips are stacked. Now for extra instability, we're going to put our hand by our ear. But if you're not ready for that yet, you can leave your fingertips down. So I'm going to put my hand by my ear, and all I'm going to do is hold everything in and just come up and down with my leg. So I'm pointing my toes, I'm reaching them far across to the other side of the room. I'm keeping the rest of my body completely still, and I'm lifting my leg to the point where I not only feel my outer thigh engaging, but I'm also feeling the entire side body, this whole hip and oblique area as well. So that's why I want you to stay really nice and upright. And this will be a layering type of workout where we start with one segment and then we layer on more and more difficulty. So don't worry, it's going to get harder than this. Up and down. So on the down, I'm hovering my leg. I'm not letting it come all the way down. So it's under tension the entire time. And by the way, if you're wondering where Minnie is, she's just over there grooming herself because I gave her some sardines to eat. And I was hoping that she would come and sit in her little box bed, but I'm not so sure. Maybe she'll make an appearance later. Up and down. Okay, we're going to add on to this. So we're going to push off this hand that's at the bottom. We're going to grab a hold of the calf or ankle of this top leg, and we're going to roll back onto the meaty side of our glutes. This is what it's going to look like. We're just going to come up and just hover this leg for now. So I'm pushing up a little bit off my elbow, then come back in line. So up and push, and back in line. Come up, rotate, and back in line. And once you actually have this, you can start to come up higher. So everything in, and back in line. So the bottom leg is coming up a little bit off the mat, and then you're coming back onto that meaty part of your glute, and back into parallel where everything is stacked. And back in line. Okay, so we're going to hold it up now, and we're going to bring the leg up to meet it, and back in line. It's up, come up to meet it, and back in line. And if you ever don't like the next layer, you just stay with the previous one. Breathe and back in line. Okay, we're going to change this again. And this one will probably be a bit difficult for some people. We're going to come into a teaser and hold on to the back of both legs. Okay, so come up and down. Now I'm going to demonstrate. You stick with the other one. Come up, hold, and back in line. So it's up, and down, and back in line. Up and hold, down and back in line. And if you want to do this with bent legs, maybe that's where you're at the moment, you can definitely do that. A few more like this, and then we're going to add on again. You hold on to where you feel comfortable. You can do ankles. If you prefer thighs, do thighs, calves. Whatever you want, as long as you feel it. Now stay up, bend, extend, back in line. Come up and up, bend, extend, back in line. Up and up, extend, back in line. You're still pushing your ribcage away from the floor on that underside right here. Up and up, bend, extend, back in line. Now stay up here and just do bend extends. If you can, extend your arms, bend extend, bend extend. Go for 4, 3. So if you want to, you can continue with this one, or else we're just going to come one leg down, other leg down. One leg down, other leg down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs to side and up to side. So this time, arms are not holding on. We're going up into that teaser, and if you need to hold on, hold on. If you need to bend, bend. Just a few more of this. And down, and up, down. 2 more. Last one, and down, and we're going to repeat that all on the other side. So, waking your whole body up. You should have felt it in your core, in your hips, in your thighs. So we're starting exactly how we did. Deep breath in. Tummies are in, hips are stacked on top of each other, legs are pointed, and they're out to the side. Push away from the floor with this lower section of your rib cage. Make sure you're nicely aligned. Fingertips by your ears if you want that option, otherwise here. And all we're doing is lifting that leg and down. So do not let the leg drop all the way. Point and also stretch away at the same time. Straighten behind the knee. And down, and concentrate on everything else being super still. Make sure the leg comes up high enough so you feel that crunching sensation in your entire side body. You feel it in your hips a little bit, you feel it in this outer thigh, side glute, stretching long. Keep reminding yourself, push out of that shoulder, long neck. A few more, then we're going to start that rotation. Go for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now we're going to rotate, grab on, and slightly lift that bottom leg and come up on the elbow. Back in line. Rotate and lift slightly, back in line. Up to you where you want to hold on. Up and back in line. So you're rotating onto that meaty part of the glute. Everything down and everything up. Just slightly pushing off that hand, lifting your elbow up. Okay, so now we're going to hold on, come all the way up, down, and down. It's roll back with a hover all the way up, down, and down. Roll back, all the way up, down, and down. Trying to make it into a fluid motion. Keep going. Still keeping those legs super straight, right? 2 more, and then we're going to go into that teaser. This is the last one like this. I'm just having a drink. Now come into the teaser, hold on, down and down. Teaser, hold on, down and down. If you prefer, come into a bent leg teaser. Push up and down. Always make sure you're coming into that perfect alignment where your hips are square. Just coming from a box bend. Just drop it underneath. Up and up, down and down. 2 more like this, and we're going to add on that bend extend. Down and down. Last time, hold it. Just 1 bend and extend. Down and down. Up and up. Bend, extend. Down and down. And remember, you have options here. Oops, I nearly fell over. If you prefer, you can just come like this. Tap and to tabletop. Down and down. Up and up. hold on where you want to. Down and down. Up and up. Tap. Down and down. Last time like this, and we're going to hold it up and up. Now just tap down and up. Tap down and up. Can you release your arms? Hold your tummy in. Tap down and up. If you need to hold on, hold on. Down and up. For 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Hold on. Now you can keep going with those down and ups, otherwise we're going to drop one leg at a time. If you need to hold on, otherwise down and up. Straight legs. Point the toes. For 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Straight legs. Back in line. All the way up, no hands. If you can, otherwise hold on. Back in line. All the way up. Back in line. Remember to stack your hips here. All the way up. Back in line. All the way up. 2 more of these. Up and up. And last one. And up. Nice job. Back to the other side. Deep breath in. Another quick interlude. So, we're going to draw. So exactly the same positioning here. Stack your hips on top of each other. Point your legs nice and long. You can put your hand down here once again, or if you want instability here. Draw your toe up your knee. Come up so that your knee is pointing at the ceiling. Extend. And then drop it. Again, kneecap to the front on the drop, okay? Push out of that shoulder blade. It's in, it's rotate, it's extend, it's down. You're going to feel a lot of core instability. It's in, it's rotate, extend, and down. Now, can you keep your toes pointed and really stretch out behind the knee? Rotate as much as you can. You might not be able to get all the way up to the ceiling, just as much as you can, opening without moving the rest of your body. Extend and down. It's in, rotate, extend and down. 4 more. Extend and down. 3. Extend and down. 2, rotate, last 1, extend and down. Now come in and just rotate, down and rotate up, down and rotate up. Tummies are in, really fight to keep the rest of your body still. You should be rotating so much that you're starting to get a shake happening in that leg. Down and for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now come up and just down and up, down and up. If you want to catch your leg and pull it a bit more, extra stretch. Down and up, pull. Down and up, pull. Pull. Come on. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Stay in that nice alignment again. Either you want this or fingertips to the floor. We're going to scissor our legs. Come back in line. Scissor. So the bottom leg comes forward, back in line. Keep everything else still. Scissor your legs. Come back in line. Out and back in line. Now if you want more, I want you to bend the back leg and do almost like a little bicycle so that you end up poking your toe behind and towards that wall. Back in line. Split and poke and back in line. Bend and squeeze that glute. Back in line. A few more like this. Bend and push that toe behind. Back in line. Just 3, 2, And last one. Nice job. Now come back to that kind of meaty section, but hold on to your opposite leg, and we're just going to come up and down. Up and down. So try and keep your bottom leg straight, and you're almost like crossing behind. Crossing behind. Keep the body really nice and upright. Push your chest forward and up. If you want more instability, come up on your hand. Use even more core strength. Up and down. Up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Same thing other side. So you come back over. Line yourself up. Remember, toes pointed, really straight behind the knee. Push out of the shoulders, tummies in. Either hand in front or behind your ear. We're going to draw our leg up. Push our knee to the ceiling. Extend that leg, come back down, knee up to the front. It's in and up and down. In, rotate, up, down. Now, one side is probably going to be stiffer than the other. That's perfectly normal. Just try to push it up as much as you can to the ceiling. And do not slouch in your supporting shoulder. And down. In and out. Do you feel how this entire workout we have been engaging our core like crazy just to hold us in position? You don't need to be doing crunches to work your abs, people. In and up and down. 3 more. Push your ribcage away from the floor. This is the last one. Now draw it in, and we're just going to push it up. Down and up. Down and push to the ceiling. Really push, push, push. Come on. 8, 7. If you need your fingertips down. 6. Do it. It's more about the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it up, and it's down and up. Down and up. Push out of the shoulder. Down and up. Do you want to catch your leg and bring it in a little bit closer? Down and bring it in for that stretch. Down and in. Straight legs, point the toes, stretch out long. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do those sweeps. So either hands here or down here, and we're going to sweep the bottom leg forward. Back in line. Bottom leg forward. Back in line. Forward. Really big sweeps. Squeeze your glutes at the back. If you want more, we're going to bend that top leg, poke all the way behind and around, back in line. Bend and poke around, as if you're trying to poke your toe to this wall. And back in line. Around and poke. Around and poke. How about 5 more? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Poke, poke, poke. Now we're going to roll back again where we're on that meaty part of the glute. Pick up our leg with our opposite hand and just start bringing that leg up to touch. Up to touch. So it's like you're crossing behind, up to touch. If you want more instability, which means harder work, come up off that elbow, up to touch. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, come into a quick child's pose. Deep breath in. One more deep breath. Okay, and we're going to grab the loop. So we're going to put the loop on around our feet to start with. And we're going to lean back on our elbows. So lean back on your elbow, and we're going to anchor the front. I'll anchor the back foot first actually, so you can see what I'm doing. Anchor your back foot, and then if you want to put it around the ankle rather than the foot, you can, or just leave it around the foot. From here we're going to turn our knee out and we're just going to raise it. Now if you don't like this position on your elbows, you can bring it up and rest on your hands, which kind of engages your core more. Or you can lay all the way down, which is also an option. But here you kind of get to see what you're doing. And we're going to bring that inner thigh up. So just that little bit of tension of that loop, you should already be feeling it. I can definitely feel it. So keeping that leg bent, pull it up. A few more like this, and we're going to change the angle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want your knees parallel, and you're going to open out as if you're doing a hydrant. So imagine you're kneeling and you're doing a hydrant. We're going to open out to the side and up. Out to the side and up. Trying to get your entire leg, calf and thigh towards that mat. So this, once again, you should be starting to feel it. And this is your option. If you want to be down here and just focus on your legs, you can definitely do that. Being on your elbows or being on your hands is really just to engage your core. 2, 1. So we're going to do 1 of each. We're going to come up, come down, turn it, come out, come in. Turn it, come up, come down, turn your knee, come out, come in. So it's up and down, now knees to knee, it's out and in. Turn it first, diamond shape, then parallel in and out and in. Turn it first, so this one's up, and then this one's out. Turn it first, it's up, and it's out. 2 more like this. It's up, and it's out. Oh my gosh, it's up, and it's out. Okay, I should have been on the other side because now we're going to add one of those rolls on. So the leg that was going out, we're going to go out, directly out to the side, and then roll to the side and 1 up. Bend it, out, down to the floor, roll to the side and 1 up. Bend it, out to the floor, roll to the side, 1 leg raise. Bend it, anchor your front leg to the side, roll and raise. Anchor the front leg to the side, roll and raise. Anchor directly to the side, roll and raise. Okay, 3 more sets. Roll and raise. Anchor it to the side, roll and raise. This is the last time to the side, roll and raise. Stay here, a few little pulses up, burn it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So now we're going to do that to the other side. So I'll start in this direction again because it's easier for you to see my leg. So we're going to start in the diamond shape, so you can put it around your ankle on this side. Diamond shape means I'm turning my hip socket out with my knee facing diagonal. And we're just going to raise it and tap and raise it and tap. This is your option if you want to be down here. Raise it and tap, raise it and tap. Or you can be on your hands, which is even harder. Raise up, tap down, raise up, tap down. Use your inner thigh. That's why you're turning your hip out, so that your inner thigh is leading this motion. Up and down, up and down. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's knee to knee and you're coming directly to the side like a hydrant. Bent leg, both your top portion of your leg and your ankle are coming down towards the mat. Out and in. So it's out and in rather than up and down. Out and in. Really feeling this. Breathe, breathe. You can do this without the loop if it's too much. And in. Let's go for another 4 and then we'll combine them. 3, 2, 1. So we're starting down in that turn out. We're going up, back down, knees together, out and in. Turn it up and down, knees together, out and in. It's turn it up and down, knees together, out and in. Turn it up and down, knees together, out and in. Come on, a few more like this. And down, out and in. Turn it up and down, out and in. Don't slouch. 3 more. And out, 2, and out, and 1, and out. So the next one where we roll onto the side, we're keeping the out, okay? It's not the up and down, it's the out. I'm just changing sides so I can face you. So it's 1 out, roll to the side, 1 up. Anchor the leg, 1 out, straighten, 1 up. Anchor the leg, 1 out, back in line, roll, up. Anchor the front leg, out to the back, roll, and up. Anchor it, out, roll, and up. 2 more like this, out, roll, and up. And you know what's after that, right? The burnout. Out, roll, and up, and little ups, little ups. Come on. Breathe. We'll catch away from the floor. We're nearly done. We're going to do one little last section to kind of get rid of some lactic acid. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, keep your loop where it is. And we're just going to, actually no, let's put the loop around the wrists. Put the loop around the wrist just to activate the upper body a little bit more. If it wants to be flat, just separate your hands and get some tension on the loop. Put your arms overhead. So this one we're going to do a glute bridge. So you need to gauge where to put your feet that you're not going to hurt your knees. Technically this shouldn't hurt your knees because we're using our glute muscles. I want you to slightly tuck your hips, push your spine into the mat, belly buttons in, and as we raise our arms to center, we're going to lift our hips. So it's up and down. If this hurts your knees, then maybe just do a leg raise instead of a glute bridge, and then other side. Keep tension on the loop, raise up and down. I'm tucking my hips, scooping up and down. I want you to squeeze the underside of your glutes and down. Follow up and down. Now we're going to start lifting one leg as we come up. So you might need to bring your heels closer to your glutes. And we're going to start with the front leg, so it's up. Then everything down, so everything up and lift. Everything down, everything up and lift. Down and down. Once again, if this is hurting your knees, just keep your butt down. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Keep it up. We're just going to do arm and leg. Keeping the other side lifted this time. Down and up. Down and up. So 4, 3, squeeze that supporting glute. 2, 1, come down. Deep breath in, other leg, it's up. Stay up on that other side. Push your hips up to the ceiling and slightly tucking towards your ribcage. Down and up. Let's go for 4. And 3. And 2. Look crab. And 2. And 1. Nice job. Now keep your hands where they are, flatten your feet, put your soles onto the ground, and we're going to come all the way up and back down. Tension on the glute, all the way up and back down. All the way up and back down. All the way up. Back down. Now raise your front leg. All the way up. And back down, back leg, all the way up, and back down, front leg again, all the way up, back leg. Can you do both? If not, keep with the singles, otherwise try for both. Maybe you're holding on, and down, again for both, and down, all the way up, and down, last time, all the way up. I want you to transfer the loop onto your feet. Come down, come all the way up, out for 2. Come down. If you need to hold on, out for 2. Come down. If you need to bend, out for 2. That's your option. Come down. Maybe you're not holding on. Maybe your arms are nice and long. All the way up. And down. All the way up. And down. 2 more.
So it smells like her perfume.
Last time. All the way up. And down. And you are done. You're done. That wasn't that bad, now was it? Let's go into child's pose. Deep breath in. Arms towards the mat. And I forgot to say, if this child's pose hurts your knees, you can definitely just do a seated stretch, arms overhead, pushing side to side or pushing in front. I like to sit cross-legged, but once again, if that's not working for you, maybe sit in a chair. That's probably easier. Or just have your legs out in front, push overhead, push in front. Deep breaths here, roll through the shoulders. And then come onto your belly. And then just push up. We did a lot of core work today because of the stabilizing factor of holding yourself in all those positions. So you just want to stretch out the front of your abs and give your lower back a nice break by arching for a bit. And then if you can, just grab that leg, pull the heel in, stretching through the front of the thigh. A lot of those motions were very long and almost like a stretch sculpt, other side. So I don't feel very tight as such. I don't feel like I need a massive amount of stretching, but you can definitely do more stretching than I'm going to do right now. Now, lie down on your back, hamstring stretch, and then a figure 4. Or if this is uncomfortable for your knee, maybe you can cross over like this, or just hold your leg in and just find where you can pull slightly to get into this outer thigh glute area. And then just bring your knee to the back, looking towards the front. And let your hip come out to the side. And as you get stronger, you can definitely add either a heavier loop Maybe you're using a resistance band that's made out of fabric, which is a lot tougher to pull. Or you might even want to add some ankle weights. So this is definitely a workout you can grow with. But I kept it pretty gentle so that anyone who does have knee injuries is able to do it without too much stress. Now bring that to the front, hook to the back. And open up through the hip. Deep breath in. And then roll yourself up. Clasp the hands behind and just pull up. Roll through the shoulders, twist towards the back on one side and on the other side. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for knee-friendly lower mat. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you felt the burn with this loop. Definitely use a heavier one if you found that you didn't feel anything. You definitely should have felt something. And here comes Minnie, right at the very end. Yes, right at the very end. You decide to come and say hello. Yeah, Minnie Mouse, everyone wanted to see you and you just come at the stretch. Huh? Is this always the way it is? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me and bye for now from Minnie and I.